What is going on with Rivn? We are up more than 37% year to date. So congratulations if you've made some money off of this ticker. Hi everyone, it's Dow on the Dow. It is time for my 106th Gap and Go video, and we're going to start off with Rivn. We ended the day at $18.42, up a whopping 12.11%. This is where we are, basically at the middle of the trend. To the north side takes us to roughly 1988. Above that at 3 standard deviations, roughly $20.73. And above that at 4 standard deviations, that will take us to 21.58. And the reason we ran is because of its self-driving autonomous news that just came out with this vehicle a couple of days ago. Now it says it rallied more than 15% after the EV specialist showcased bold plans to accelerate its push into autonomous driving. So the company unveiled a proprietary autonomy processor, a full artificial intelligence AI driving stack, and a self-driving subscription service slated for 2026. That's where all the companies make their money, is in the subscription service. Now, let me go back to the price targets for Monday. To the south side will take us down to 1645, back to an area we've been, 1561, and at -4 standard deviations, and another potential buy-in area, as well as a potential stop loss area for certain people. That would be $14.72. Now, looking left, you can see this is where we started at the beginning of the week. We gapped down, so then there was a gap that was formed, and then we bounced at support. Again, price, all it does is tend to rest right along the middle of the trend before making its way in one of two directions, either to the north side or to the south side. And in this case, we gave it up, back up, and then this is the line that is a clear buy signal. We went below it a little bit and then ripped all the way up. Now we are back at the middle of the trend. And as a matter of fact, we're so close for this week's middle of the trend that what I'm going to do is I'll just mark this out. It's actually right there, 1816. All right. And the clear buy signal again down there, as well as down here. These lines turn into either support and resistance as well. And when was the last time? The last time the price looked really, really good. Look at that, $12.98. If you could stomach it, and you're like, oh, it could go worse, and then people get out. That's how they get you. Oops. They scare you out. All right, the 1 year price target, well, to the downside, 1568, which represents a negative 14.87% from where we are, and then down to 10, and then 25 to the upside. Then you can read the financials here. All right, let me just get out of this. Let's go to the next one. Oh, just really quickly. You can see it very well here. So we made a higher high. Well, not higher high from here. We went down. A higher high, and higher high. And by the end of the week, the outer bands could take us to 2092 to the upside, and then we could be resting at 1745, 1660, and even 1573, 2178, 2260. Let's go to Tsly. This one we had a stock split, which is a bummer to me. I liked it in the $7 range. All right. We're at 39.29. We're at resistance, and you know what happens at resistance. And then the next level, next leg up, 39.65, $40 to the south side at support, where we could just chop sideways. Oops. I'll just move it. That's all right. It's hard to see on top of this other one. We could chop sideways. And we are going down, unlike Rivn that was going up. So keep that in mind. Okay, and support 37.94, stop loss 37.60, stop loss 37.25, support also another buy-in area. Now, this gap is an extension from last week, and look at that, we nailed it. That was an expected move to 39.21, so congrats. You made some money going long there. And then this one, nope, that is still in play for this week. 39.54, that closes this one out. And then we have one that will take us to 40.36. Okay. And then this one opened up on Thursday and closed. Oh, let me remove this because I was thinking about selling out up here and never made it up there. So I'll be thinking about it again this week. Okay, this closed out to the upside at 39.16, and then we hit, make this a little bit bigger. This is your sell signal, and then your next sell signal. But we didn't make it to that line. Okay. All of these gaps closed. We've got a gap here, little baby gaps. All right. We had the reverse stock split here. And we have a gap to the south side that will eventually take us to 36.32. So I will be buying in this range. I love it that Elon is going back and working with Trump again. I don't know if you saw that headline. And he's going to start up the some political armband of the Trump administration to weed out waste for the next election cycle, weeding out fraud, waste, and abuse. Get dead people off of the voter rolls. All right, so what is happening? So I do own some stocks here that I bought, and I should have sold out, could have sold out here, but I trade so many things and then I get busy. All right, so I really want to sell these two lots up here, or I can play it conservatively and then just sell out. See, we're at this level here, so I want to take it to the next level, maybe here, just get out there. But I'm definitely going to buy in this range again. There's no price target for Tsly because it's an ETF. Okay, let's talk about Boeing, 208.38. You know what I forgot to do with Rivn? There was a gap that I forgot to draw. Right there, we closed to the upside at 17.92. And we have gaps to the south side to be aware of when we reverse, because the purple lines are from 2025. We've been to this area and then we ripped 2024 in the yellow. We could just give it up again. You just don't know. Let's go to Boeing. Resistance, take profit, 206.91, 208.65, and 210.56. The middle of the trend. Now, this is just, I'm giving you price targets for nothing special, nothing happening, just normal trading, unlike the pot stocks that ran like crazy and actually went to the moon. I don't expect anything to go to the moon unless there's some sort of news, black swan announcement. So that's why it's so important to also hit your stop losses, because things could get flushed to the toilet and you're out. All right, to the south side, 199.60, back to an area we've been, 197.82 and 196.06. Support, buy-in. Oh, we have a gap here for a retracement, and of course we will retrace. It's not very far to retrace to. Come on. That is not correct. That's because I had it on the wrong one. Okay, so we gapped up, which means we will be going down for the reversal. Resistance, what happens? Sell off, boom. Support, just grinding along, gave it up, and then your buy signal, your clear buy signal here. And then look at that, touched right on the middle of the trend that I marked out. That turns into support. Resistance, sell off. Oh, I forgot to delete the 196, done. 190.62 I meant there. Okay. So watch out for this landmine, and then we have a bigger landmine for a retracement. People are saying in 2026 there's a pullback. Well, there you go. It might take a while to pull back, but it will eventually. Okay. And then we do have something to the upside to look forward to. So that's good. And another one, but we are in an upward channel, so that's nice to see. All right, next one. Nike. Look at the sell-off right there. Middle of the trend now. 67.62. Not the middle of the trend, I'm sorry. That's not the middle of the trend, that's just resistance on the way up. So we're at 67.47, 67.62, 68.52, 69.45. 69.92, 70.40. If we go up, this is resistance, and we could chop sideways or eventually follow that line up. 66.68. Did I already give that to you? No. 67.10. If I didn't, there you go. Like grinding along the middle of that trend. Okay, that's your pullback. Let's mark it out. $63.51, and then we have other pullbacks. And this one closed $65.91. Congrats. And I think, yeah. All right, what do we got to the upside? Oh, yeah, we've got for the reversal 77 here. Where is the then all the way up here? Can we do it? Sure, but you're gonna be in it for a long time to get to that level if you haven't been in it for a long time already. Okay, let's just pull that forward. Oops. Okay. And there you have it. Look at this upward channel on the 5. Obviously, roll it over to the daily, weekly, monthly to get different buy and sell signals. Okay, 503 down here. We are at one level of support. 504, middle of the trend. Ooh, look at this. We're getting into 2024 levels. Okay, that's resistance here. The next level, 524, down the road, 529, and then way down the road, 533, just for retracement. And then we have other gaps. Okay, so what happened? Oh, to the south side, one level here, $5. and 4.95. Okay, I was thinking there was news, but I gotta click that to dive deeper. We've got a gap to the downside at 480, and then we've got another one down here. Geez, look at this. This will take us to roughly 446, and that started on Wednesday, August the 13th, or Thursday, August the 13th. Now let me just move this to see. That would have been, no, Friday the 15th. All right, we've got some gaps to worry about. Option R to reset. Clear sell signal. This gap closed. This is your sell signal, your buy signal, clear buy signal. And we're at another buy signal. Can we go lower? Yeah, but that's still a buy zone. All right, and that was it, right? Yay! That is a look at my 106th gap and go trades that include Rivn, Tsly, Boeing, Nike, and NIO. And check out the video I just did if you haven't already on pot stocks. Have a great trading week.